In this video, we are going to learn how to simplify polynomials with all the order of operations that we've learned so far. So we've learned about multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting. Well, it's no different than any other time when we simplify. We're going to be using BEDMAS. Okay, so let's start off here. In this polynomial, we have 2x multiplied by x minus 4 minus 2 multiplied by x plus 2. Well, first thing we must do is brackets. And if I look in the brackets, there's nothing that can be simplified in this brackets. These are two unlike terms, therefore they cannot be combined. If I look in this brackets, these terms are not like terms, therefore they cannot be combined also. So now I'm going to have to skip to my next step, which is after brackets, we have exponents. There's no exponents to worry about. So then we're going to go to multiplication or division. So I'm going to look at multiplication here. And if you remember, we must follow the distributive property. So I'm going to use this one first. So we're going to go 2x multiplied by x gives me 2x squared. Then I have to go 2x multiplied by negative 4 will give me negative 8x. Now, for this one here, we're going to go negative 2 multiplied by everything in this bracket. We're going to use the distributive property here as well. So negative 2 multiplied by x gives me negative 2x. Then I'm going to go negative 2 multiplied by positive 2, and that's going to give me, minus 4. So now we're going to combine all of my like terms. So I have 2x squared, and there's no other squares. So that's just 2x squared. I have here negative 8x, and my other x term is negative 2. So that gives me a total of negative 10x. Then I'm going to have minus 4. So this here is my answer simplified. Let's try another one. Let's try this one here. Let's say I have 15x squared plus, we're going to say 9x divided by negative 3x. And then I'm going to go plus 4x minus 2. And we're going to multiply this by 3. Okay? So let's start this off here. First of all, I'm looking at this and I'm going to do my brackets. Nothing in brackets. See this top here? We can imagine these are brackets. This can't be simplified, neither can that, because we're following through BEDMAS. Then I'm going to do my exponents. There are no exponents. This exponent isn't really anything. It's just telling us our term. Then I'm going to do division. Well, here I have my division on this side. This side's multiplication. I like to do division first where possible so we could get a smaller number. So I'm going to have 15 divided by 3, which will give me negative 5. X squared divided by x gives me x. Here we're going to have 9 divided by negative 3 gives me negative 3, and x divided by x gives me 1. Now we've got to do our multiplication on this side. So 3 multiplied by 2, and we have to go to 3 multiplied by 4. So first 3 multiplied by 4 is 12x. 3 multiplied by negative 2 is negative 6. This ends up giving us now, we can combine all of our like terms. We have negative 5x plus 12x. That's going to give me a total of, so we have 5 boys, 12 girls show up. That's going to give me 7 girls without a partner. Then we have negative 3. So there's 3 boys and 6 more boys show up. That's going to give me 9. Oopsie, minus 9. So negative 9. And that is my answer simplified again. Let's try one more, maybe a little bit. One more here. Let's say we have 2x plus 5 minus, and we're going to say 3 times x minus 4. All right? So, can I simplify anything in the brackets? No, I cannot. But I can multiply this 3 into everything. So the next part is multiplication. Everything else is adding or subtracting. So we're going to go 2x plus 5. And then I want to mind this whole negative 3 is going to be multiplied into both terms. And then we're going to get plus 12. I combine these now. I have a 2x and then a minus 3x, which will give me negative x, or negative 1x. Then I have a 5 and a positive 12, which will give me plus 17. And that's it. So let's take a look if we have a really big messy one here. I want to try something. If I have 4x plus 7yx plus 2, and we're going to multiply this all by 2. Then I'm just going to say plus, let's go 5x multiplied by 2 times, or 2 minus y plus, and we're just going to leave it like that, minus y. Okay? So first, we can't do anything in the brackets. None of these 3 terms are like. They're all different terms. They're all unlike. So we're going to have to multiply this 2 to every single term using our distributive property. That's going to give me 8x. And then we have 2 times 7, which is going to be 14xy. And then we have 2 times 2, which is plus 4. Now, we're going to look at this. So we have 5x times 2. That's 2 groups of 5x's, which will give me 10x. And then I'm going to have 5x times y. So here, these terms can't be multiplied, so they're just multiplied like that. So I'm just going to get minus 5xy. Now I'm going to try to simplify. So I'm going to first look at my xy's, because these have the most variables. So I have 14 and negative 5 is going to give me 9xy. Then we look at my x's. 8x and 10x will give me plus 18x. And then lastly, I just have this 1, 4, which is plus 4. And now I'm going to give you one last order of operation. Let's try this. I'm going to go 4x plus 5 multiplied by 2. And then I'm going to go minus 3. And then I'm going to have this here. I'm going to put 2x squared. And I'm actually even going to put an x there. Okay? So first we must do our brackets. There's nothing in the brackets we could simplify. Next we're going to do exponents. Here, this exponent's out of the bracket, so I have to do the exponent to both of those. So this is going to give me 3 multiplied by 4x squared. Here, I'm going to still have 2x, 4x plus 5. Okay? Now, I'm going to multiply in my terms. Use multiplication or division. So I have 2x times 4x is going to give me 8x squared. And then 2x times 5, because distributive property, multiply both, is going to be plus 10x. Then I want to minus, it's all of this, negative 3 multiplied into both, distribute, or in this case it's only 1, minus 12x squared. Now when I combine these, I have negative 12x and positive 8x gives me 4x squared, and my negative's bigger. And then I'm going to have 10x, so that's plus 10x. And that right there is my solution.